Hey, YouTube. Welcome. Wanted to pop in and do a quick 15-minute live today. I have gotten several questions from a male singer, and I wanted to come in and talk about some aspects of mixed voice from a male voice or a male perspective so you guys can know how to practice, so you know what you're supposed to be feeling for and how you can achieve some of these sounds that you want to get from some of your favorite artists that are male singers. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So let me start off by just reading some of the questions, and I'm looking at my other device because there were several questions that this singer had, and I just want to share those with you. So he says, I always thought that a strong head voice or a super enforced falsetto was a mix and found out later that it was not. Okay, and that is true. So head voice resonates in the bridge of the nose. Okay, when we start talking about mixed voice, you're getting a blend of head resonance as well as pharyngeal resonance, which is where your mixed voice or your middle voice primarily resonates. Okay, so if you're doing pure pure head voice, that's more of a classical style. You're not going to hear that much in contemporary styling, but what you do hear a lot is head mix, which is head resonance plus pharyngeal resonance. And that pharyngeal resonance is that whiny, crybaby, twangy kind of quality that you have to have when you're singing contemporary style music. Okay, so that is the difference. That's the difference between head voice and mix. Okay, so that answers that question. And then he goes on to say, so I need to know. So he's asking about mixed voice. He's saying, I need to know what it feels like, what it sounds like, what the difference between mixed and head voice is, how to come at it as a male with the voice, what the volume should be, where should I feel it coming from in the anatomy. So this singer really wants to understand what in the heck is going on, right? With this mixed voice and head voice, how do I blend it to get these sounds? Okay, so let me just start off by talking about what mixed voice is. Mixed voice is a register as well as a vocal style that uses resonance to produce power. That is what mixed voice is. So instead of straining and pulling and reaching and dragging chest voice up really high, mixed voice does not do that. Mixed voice relies on the pharyngeal resonance, that twangy, nah, that kind of sound. It relies on that to produce power. Okay, so that is what mixed voice is. And like I said, we can blend some of that quality in our head voice and our higher notes as well as in our chest voice. And so the primary difference is where the sound is resonating or where it is being made louder. Again, high notes for males and females are resonating in the bridge of the nose, and those mixy, whiny, crybaby kind of quality is resonating primarily in the pharynx or the throat. Okay, so I'm trying to remember. I probably shouldn't have moved those questions because you asked a lot of things. So first thing, before we even break into mix, this is men and women, all singers. You have to make sure that you have a firmly established chest voice as well as a firmly established head voice in order to work on bridging the registers. Okay, so usually my female singers, especially if they are coming from classical background, which is who I service a lot, the chest voice is weak. We do not sing down there a lot. We bring head voice down. Everything is smooth and connected that way. So when we go to sing commercial style music, we have to really learn how to beef up and strengthen that chest voice. Usually for you gentlemen, because you do not speak at a higher register, your transition from your mix into your head is usually underdeveloped. And so you guys have to learn how to access that head voice without straining, right? But also without flipping into this weak falsetto that is really not sustainable and it's not giving you the sound that you really want to make. Okay, So I see your question, but let me get through talking and I'll come back because I'll get distracted. But hold on. Thank you for joining me. Okay, so that's the deal. So guys, you got to strengthen your head voice before you can start thinking about a mix. All right. And so I have a little exercise that you guys can work on. All right, just to strengthen your head voice notes. And it's going to be a chromatic little walk up on 3 pitches on goo and gi. So let me demonstrate. I'm going to start at B3 and it's going to go like this. Goo, 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 gi, 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 gi. Okay, we're going to start right there. And so the reason we're using oo and e is because those vowels lend more toward head resonance. When you use more spread vowels, A and I, that's leaning more toward mouth resonance, which is going to cause you to pull and strain. So we want to use these vertical, tall kind of vowels, right? Oo and E. So gentlemen, this is a simple little exercise. Now, you want to keep this at a mezzo forte or a medium loud. Do not push. The G, the g is gonna pull those vocal cords together so you don't flip into a weak falsetto. Okay, so that's the purpose of this exercise. That is what's doing what. So now here it goes. So you can practice it with me. Goo, 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 gi, 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 gi. Goo, 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 gi, 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 gi. Goo, goo, goo. Sorry, I messed that up. Sorry. Goo, 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 gi, 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 gi. Now, as you go higher, baritones, you're hitting that place where you need to transition. Don't flip. Just keep the ooh and e. And guys, when you sing e, do not spread like this. You want to keep all of this nice and tall and vertical and really light, okay? Goo, 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 gi, 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 gi. Take it up. Goo, 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 gi, 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 gi. Goo, 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 gi, 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 gi. Goo, 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 gi, 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 gi. So that's a little simple exercise, a little baby simple exercise that you can use to start building those correct head voice coordinations. And then you can develop that and then you can start mix. Okay. So for you guys that need to add more, let me pause and take this person's question. So it says, is light mixed voice something to learn before heavy twangy mixed voice? I'm a male. Yes, I recommend that you work on light mix first, just so you can get the correct coordinations. Because here's the thing, I like to say it's always better to be light and right instead of strong and wrong, you know? So if we're muscling everything, trying to make this heavy, powerful kind of thing, right? And we don't sound, and we don't even have the correct coordinations just with the edges of our vocal cords. Because when we're working on light voice, it's just the inner edges that we're strengthening. It's not the full mass of the vocal cord. Okay. So yes, you do want to build your light mix coordinations first. Then once you can get that consistent, then you can move on. And what I like to say, add a little beef on the voice, add a little more pressure to it and make it a heavier mix. So thank you for that question. So for you gentlemen that need to add a little bit more or incorporate more of this pharyngeal twang into your sound, an easy exercise you can do is wah, 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 okay? And so I'm going to start here on F3, and what you're going to feel usually is different for everybody, but this is that crybaby whining. You're going to feel like this buzzing sensation, kind of hear what we call in the mask. That's what a lot of people feel. But what I want you to just focus on is imitation, okay? More so than placement. Because sometimes when we think about placement and where everything needs to feel, we can start overthinking. This is just simple, natural sound making. So just imitate a crying baby. This is what you'll do. Wah, wah, wah. Now, when we do this one, you are spread. Okay, so let's just take this up. We're going to do single pitches and we're going to repeat it 3 times and walk up chromatically. So here we go. Wah, wah, wah. Mezzo forte, not louder. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah, wah. So if the crying baby image is not working for you, you can think about imitating a robot. Wah, I'm a robot. There's that pharyngeal resonance. Okay, let's keep going up. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah, wah. Keep going, guys. Don't get louder as we get higher. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah, wah. All right, so for baritones, lower voice males, we're coming up on that bridge, that passage from mixed into head voice. So this is the area where you really want to focus on ah. Now, if this is causing your larynx to raise and you start to feel tightness, I'm going to show you what you can do instead that can still get us the pharyngeal resonance, but it's not going to have you so spread. Okay, so I'll show you that in a second. Let's keep going. Wah, wah, wah. One more. Wah, wah, wah. Come back down. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah, wah. And then you can take that all the way down the scale. And you just work that coordination. You just work that coordination, that blend from into head and back down. So if you're a male that has that already, that bright, shiny pharyngeal resonance, and you need more of the what we call a dopey quality to kind of round it out so you don't sound so abrasive, you can do a wah. Okay, and this is also good if you feel like the larynx is climbing too much, especially as you guys get higher towards your bridge. You can do a wah. So you still want to emphasize the and quality, right? Because this is a mix. This is not pure head voice, not all right, so lean into that pharyngeal resonance, but just drop the jaw with it. So this is Charlie Brown's teacher. Wah, 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 wah. This is what I want you all to do. So let's do the scale again, or not the scale. Let's do the chromatic walk-ups again so you can feel this on a wah. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah, wah. You're still feeling it right up in here. That sound is bouncing off the back of the pharyngeal wall, and you feel the buzzy right here usually. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah, wah. Just imitate Charlie Brown's teacher. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah, wah. Wah. Don't get louder. Wah, wah. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah, wah. Now, I know you guys probably feel that pressure building, especially you lower bass men. Don't push. Lean into that pharyngeal quality to help you get over the bridge without straining, okay? Wah, wah, Okay, my time is almost out, so I'm not going to do the descend. But when you practice this, you want to take it up chromatically like we just did, and then bring it back down chromatically. Okay, you want to be sure, guys, that you are not grabbing or pulling. Any of that tension that's in the body can make this difficult, and so you want to make sure that you're just really relaxed. And I would recommend that you just more so focus on imitating a sound instead of thinking about a vocal exercise. Okay, you're just imitating Charlie Brown's teacher on the wall. On the wah, you're imitating a crying baby or either a robot. Nah, 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 wah, wah, wah. Okay, just imitate that. And then on the goo and gee, it's just ooh and e. On the G, goo, 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 key, 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 key. That's it. Okay, so gentlemen, that's how you would work that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'll stick around. I'm pretty much out of time, but I'll see if there's another question. If anyone has any other questions, I'll stick around for a few more seconds. But other than that, that will get you started. If you need more individualized help, I will go and drop my link in the description. You can reach out to me and request a private voice session. I'll be happy to listen to you and help assess what's really going on, and get you to the results that you want. So that option is available. I am also doing a mixed belt 4-week live training starting August the 17th. This will be a musical theater focus. But even if you're a contemporary style singer and you don't really do musical theater, there are aspects of the vocal setup, especially the belting, that you can take into multiple genres and know how to do it and do it effectively and efficiently. So if you think you may be interested in that, just shoot me a DM sing over on Instagram and we can talk more about that, and see if that would be a fit for you. So again, that's going to start August the 17th. It will be live. It's only 4 weeks. It's a short little stretch, but you're going to get loaded with resources and really learn how to use your voice like you want to use it to sing this music you want to sing. Okay, I don't see any other questions and my time is up. So if you have stuff later on, just drop it and I can come back and answer it later. Other than that, you guys have a great weekend. Today's Friday. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.